This is Stuart Stefani, and I want to welcome you to my work at 13 Women exhibition in Brighton, UK. My artwork here is combined traditional figurative work, Islamic geometric design, and abstract work all into one piece. It's kind of an unusual thing. I had a very strong religious upbringing. I'm not a religious person now, but some of these stories of my childhood stuck with me. I have in front of me a pair of 3D glasses, and I want you to all of you to put on your 3D glasses. They've been provided for you, and you'll be able to see this in 3D. And that includes Mr. Alienation out there, who thinks he's too cool to put them on. So put them on. As you can see now, everything is in beautiful 3D. You can see the depth of me. This is recorded on December 1st in the year 2012. I'm going to read you an excerpt from the Bible, the book of Daniel, on Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then Nebuchadnezzar flew into a rage, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and his face was distorted with anger. He gave orders that the furnace should be heated up to 7 times its usual heat, and commanded some of the strongest men in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and throw them into the blazing furnace. Then those men, in their trousers, their shirts, and their hats, and all their other clothes, were bound and thrown into the blazing furnace. Because the king's order was urgent, and the furnace exceedingly hot, the men who were carrying Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were killed by the flames that leapt out, and those 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell bound into the blazing furnace. Then King Nebuchadnezzar was amazed and sprang to his feet in great trepidation. He said to his courtiers, "Was it not 3 men whom we threw bound into the fire?" They answered the king, "Assuredly, your majesty." He answered, "Yet I see 4 men walking about in the fire, and unharmed, and the 4th looks like a god." This is like really powerful stuff. As a kid, it's an incredibly frightening story. It's a weird story. There's this Twilight Zone quality to it, where there's this 4th person who is the protector of these 3 guys who are thrown into the fire. Fire is scary. In my house, we had a big oil-burning furnace, and so I could imagine, you can look in it and you can see all the fire and the heat in it. I could imagine people being thrown into this big oil-burning furnace. So this thing had a tremendous influence on me. But the thing is, my religion that I was raised in was really odd. They're Christian Zionists, and they have no artistic traditions. As a matter of fact, they ban art. And so, as a matter of fact, they ban art, and they ban medicine, and they ban choirs. They have no choirs, and they ban freedom of speech. The people who are the first readers, they're literally the first readers. Everything is written by the Mother Church in Boston, and they are only permitted to read what is given to them. They can't actually. There's no freedom of speech in the pulpit. There's no self-expression in the pulpit. So it's a very rigid, regimented religion. And so I've had this thing in which at one part of my life, a lot of my family members, they died as a result of lack of medical help. And so I've largely turned my back on all organized religion, and yet the stories of the Bible stick with me very, very close. I can't forget them. They're just stuck into me, and they're part of the fabric that makes me. And I guess that's part of the strangeness of America, in which we have this country that everybody knows about America. It's a tremendously religious nation, and it's also tremendously secular. And I think we're kind of a bipolar nation. And in my own way, I'm kind of my own particular reflection of that. And so this is one of my struggles in art and my struggles in my own personal life. I hope this has been informational for you. Thank you. Take these off now. Bye-bye.